Welcome to Therapists Say, the podcast where we talk about real life, real feelings, and the stuff everyone's dealing with, but no one really explains. We're here to make mental health make sense, keep things honest, and remind you that you're not the only one trying to figure it all out. Therapists Say is brought to you by Full Circle Therapy and Inner Wellness Therapeutic Services. Let's get into today's episode. And welcome back to another episode of Therapists Say. I'm your host, Mel.
I'm your other host, Liz.
Barry.
Not even a host today.
Nope, nothing.
Just Barry.
Just Barry.
Yeah, diminishing my ego.
Okay. Great.
I'm nothing. I am nothing.
Barry, do you
Okay.
believe you'll be reincarnated as like an ant?
You know, I was listening to a podcast yesterday,
Oh, God.
and in the podcast, they read a story
Mm-hmm.
because it's like an entertaining podcast, not a psychology one.
Okay.
And in the story, I wish I could say the author. She wrote a book, and it's a book of short stories. And one of the short stories, God is fed up with humans, and he decides to tell them, you get to choose what animal you're going to be. But in like 2 months, all of humanity is gone, and you become whatever animal you chose to be. And it's about these two female friends and them talking about what, like you two, talking about what animal you would be.
Okay.
Right. And I was like, I could do that. Like, I think I'd be okay with that. Like if
What animal would you choose?
I did not come up with that
Come up with one.
right now.
Yeah.
That became the small talk in the story. Like when you went to get coffee as a door opener, you'd be like, so what animal are you choosing? Because the whole human race had to become an animal.
Oh.
Like they had to choose an animal. Each person was going to be a different kind of animal.
Wow.
Not a different kind of animal, whatever they chose. Like whatever you chose, that's what you would be. So it became small talk. It became what people started to talk to each other about, like at the barista.
Oh.
Yeah.
I don't want to.
I thought it was a good story.
I don't either,
Okay.
but if I had to choose.
First, I don't even know that I believe in reincarnation. That was your question. I'm not Buddhist. I'm not.
I know.
I don't know what I believe, honestly. Like right now, I'm reading a book about consciousness. Coincidentally, I bought like 6 books and 3 of them were about consciousness. And
Oh.
they all came to me separately. Like one was on a podcast. Like the author was on the podcast. One was a TikTok somebody sent me. I don't have TikTok, but it was an Instagram reel that talked about, actually, I think I mentioned this to you. It was a reel. So the guy's talking, and this goes into today's topic, and we haven't done shrink wrap yet. But a woman has a car accident and she becomes blind. But it's like what used to be called hysterical blindness, or I think today it's called functional neurological disorder.
Okay.
Right? Like she develops blindness psychologically. There's no medical reason for it. But then she's working
Happens
in
a lot in
therapy.
DID.
She's working in therapy and they find out she's DID.
Oh my God, I do know what I'm talking about.
They find out she's DID, and some of her personalities can see. So the guy that's doing the TikTok, which somebody sent me as an Instagram reel, one of my friends, Romina, I don't know if she listens to the podcast, actually. Anyhow, she sent me the reel. The guy that's making the reel quotes that he read it in this book. So I bought the book, and the book is about consciousness.
Cool.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Finding
So,
you.
yeah. It seems. Maybe it's the mushrooms.
I think we
That was a joke.
established that it's not the mushrooms.
I don't know what we established, but yeah, I've been reading a lot.
So no, you guys aren't going to tell me what animal you would become?
I don't know that I picked one. You get 60 days in the story. Come back to us in 60 days.
Fine.
I don't want to be an animal.
Okay, I know you don't want to be an.
But if you God
had
is
to,
fed up,
yeah,
and
God's
he's
mad
like,
at you.
choose one, or I'll choose it for you. What would you choose? But you got 60 days.
Okay.
The story
I guess
had 60 days.
we'll
I want
come
Hey,
back to
June
this.
19th. I will.
I only
ask
listened to
you.
this yesterday.
No,
so.
that's a
30
month.
days.
Okay, July 19th.
All right, I will give it some thought.
Okay.
Thank
All right,
you.
that was fun.
All right.
Okay.
I'm sure the listeners loved that.
Yeah, they'll thoroughly enjoy that part.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Do you think?
Maybe.
No.
No.
I don't think.
You're like, no. What are we even doing? All right, shrink wrap.
Shrink wrap.
And we've established you guys have none, which I'm disappointed because I thought Sienna would at least say something about the episode.
Nothing, because she didn't listen. Which I'm also annoyed because our family does not listen. They are unsupportive. And I'm highly
Maybe we
offended.
just suck. Have you given that?
Okay.
Have you given that?
We don't suck. And I'm going to tell you why we don't suck.
Why?
Because our numbers show that we don't suck and people listen to us. A lot of people, I might add.
This is for our mother.
Maybe multiple people in our families.
Who else?
And your family.
I'm not going to throw anybody under the bus.
Your family
just in
nor
case.
your employees.
Our employees don't listen either.
I know.
Mm.
They
Maybe-
literally were arguing about astrology in the other room.
Oh.
And they were like, when Stephanie, who, you know what? I'm going to rag on her for the rest of my life.
I mean, they
now.
don't
Like, she
listen
has pissed me
anyways.
off.
So I guess we could talk about whoever we want on here.
Yeah.
Right. Nobody would know.
Yeah.
So Stephanie
Mhm.
was like, when's your birthday? You seem like a Scorpio. And no, first I said, if it's so fucking accurate, you tell me what I am. She's like, you seem like a Scorpio. Am I right? And I was like, no, you're wrong. And she's like, when were you born? That like, no
you tell
shit.
them?
You could tell me
He would
if you know
never.
what
Right.
day I'm born. Of course, you're gonna know what sign I am. If you pay any, I wouldn't know. If you told me I'm born January 40th, I'd be like, I don't know what the fuck that is. Like, I don't know what anything is, right?
Right.
Because I don't care about this. But
Mhm.
that brings me to shrink wrap. Veronica.
Oh,
Yes,
right.
Veronica.
All right, so I sent you guys the text. I sent it to Veronica. I put us all in a group chat where I
Oh,
Right.
it was Veronica.
I figured you guys knew that.
No,
Who
we-
else would I send
we didn't
an
know.
astrology meme
We
to?
didn't know.
I-
we didn't know.
Yeah.
We didn't. We were
Yes,
trying-
it was Veronica. I put
Okay.
Veronica in the group chat to send the three of us, the three of you,
I mean, that makes sense.
that
a
meme
lot of
about
sense
astrology.
now.
That makes
Right.
so
Wow.
much sense.
how they, yeah, it was just a meme about
Yes.
Right.
exes or something. Yeah,
Yeah.
I
Right.
thought
Well,
you
for
guys
a
would have.
second, I was
I
like,
thought you guys just assumed. Like I
Well-
was like, I should tell them, and then I was like, no, they'll figure it out.
I
Like
figured.
they're brilliant women that own a psychology practice.
that's
They
what you
will
think of us.
certainly
I'm
analyze.
going to tell you what threw me off, the part that it was about exes. And I was like, I wonder if it's one of his exes.
Right.
No, why would I include one of my exes
Because
in a
it
group chat with
said
you
about
two?
exes.
I know.
Never, never would I put an ex in a group chat with you two.
Why not?
I don't know. Like, I feel like we rag on each other. I wouldn't want my ex to see that.
Right.
Whatever. All right. So I did contact the hospital, right?
I know you tried.
You
Right.
tried.
I tried. They said
Sorry, dude.
no records after 10 years. You're 1,000 years old. We don't have that.
Not gonna happen.
But then they said, check your birth certificate. So then I Googled how to maybe do it. And there is a way to get
Oh.
it from the state. So I paid, like I gave them my credit card
Wow.
information. It was legit through the state. Like I went to the state and they were
Okay.
like, you have to use Vital Check. It's
Oh, and that's
Oh,
legit.
right.
Yeah, that's
Yeah,
how I
yeah.
get birth
Yeah.
certificates for the kids.
right.
Right.
So I went to Vital Check. I paid the money. I filled out the form. And the state told me they can't give it to me
Oh.
because I need proof that my name was changed. And I'm like, if I don't have proof I was born, what makes you think I have proof that I changed my
Wait,
name?
but then how did you change your name? Because you needed your birth certificate.
Back
Oh,
then,
yeah.
Oh,
that
you
was
had it.
it was 18. Now I'm
So-
100. Like, I don't keep all that stuff.
you
I
probably don't
also
even
went
have
through
it.
all my drawers and like wherever I keep important papers,
They weren't it wasn't
looking
there.
for anything.
Well, you can never
but
have
there
a
was
birth
nothing.
certificate.
No.
Wow.
Because the two ways, I mean, maybe if my ex-wife kept our marriage license,
Oh,
but I doubt. Why would
I
she
have
keep
mine.
that
I have mine.
from your ex?
Yeah. Because
I'm sure Joe will
needed
be
it.
glad to hear that.
Well, no, I needed it to marry him.
Right. I think I lied on all of those things. Like, honestly,
go ahead.
on the marriage certificate, like, were you married? Like, I'm not going to go through all this.
So you just lied
Yeah.
on the marriage certificate?
That I wasn't married before.
Oh,
Whatever.
whatever.
Oh,
Yeah.
whatever.
Yeah.
It's a pain in the ass. Like, this is all just bureaucracy and a pain in my ass. But I can't get it.
So we
Like,
will never know.
We will never know if I have Aries rising or setting. All right, so that was that shrink wrap.
Wow.
That was that.
That was it. Nothing
was
from
that.
Oh, I was like,
No, that was that. Yes, my kids, 3 of my 4 children listen to the podcast. Alexi said we skipped a lot of questions.
We did
Yeah,
because then
we
we
did.
felt like
Yeah,
it was
we
getting
felt like-
boring.
Yeah. But I think she was disappointed. Maybe.
I
We skipped
understand.
some
I didn't want
questions.
to. It was them,
Okay.
not me.
Ian had said we left out the part where he eviscerated me. I think the word was.
But he never
was joking.
did. Oh,
Right, he was joking.
I don't think he did.
Right, he was joking. We assume, but he
Yes.
said that.
We hope.
And then AJ,
Mhm.
who, if you remember, we said, we would have to ask him because he grew up
Oh,
with two
yes,
therapists,
yes.
right? His mom is a therapist. So he texted me and said, I'd say the only real difference in being raised by two therapists is the fact that I have benefited a lot more than I realized. A lot of the good habits that I have, I've thought were a result of just normal good parenting
Oh.
and not necessarily therapy related. But looking further into it, I can realize how having two therapist parents constantly lecturing me
Mm-mm.
has been a good thing, even if I didn't always listen.
Oh,
That's very nice.
love
That's really
that.
I feel like my kids were really great to me.
Oh,
Yeah.
they
Yours-
were.
Well, and it's
Sienna was amazing to you also.
She
Mhm.
was.
But it's
But then she didn't even listen.
right.
That's
'cause it's-
points off.
Right.
Yeah,
I'm very disappointed in
I'm
her.
very disappointed in my family. Yes.
Yeah,
Mhm.
it's very disappointing.
Mm.
And then another thing I had for shrink wrap, last thing actually. Well,
Ish.
I wanted to be clear that all parents mess their kids up some.
Yeah.
Like
That's true.
I felt
I agree.
like we came across pretty good from our
Mhm.
kids,
Mm-hmm.
but I have definitely damaged them in some way, I'm sure. That's why like they were like, why were you scared? You know, and I was like, cause, you know, I'm
Mm.
pretty sure I've messed you up in some way.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I believe that wholeheartedly. I believe all parents are going to mess up their kids a little bit. I don't want to
Build
come across
character.
like, oh, yeah, they need it a little bit. Like it'll give them something to talk about in therapy.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I'm sure my kids will say their mother was anxious.
And
Mm.
then the only other thing was we just had our last Prosimi.
No.
Like, that's it.
R.I.P.
Like no more Prosimi, and we're not going to advertise anymore. We have to find.
Right.
So we're open to people sending us free stuff to advertise.
Yep.
If
We're
we like,
open
only
to
if we
give-
like it though.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
And Barry really, really loves Prosimi. So
Yeah.
for like someone to be for Barry
fill
to
those
buy
shoes.
every other week,
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I would have to say would
Right.
have to take a lot.
right.
That's true. So send us your stuff for
Yeah.
free,
But also,
and if we like
but
it,
also
we'll keep
thanks
buying it.
Prosimi. Like that was
Yeah.
that was a great
That was
experience.
sweet.
Yeah.
Mhm.
That was great.
But I do think we should advertise something we're into. That's how this started. That's how
true.
Prosimi started. Like I
Yeah.
was like, hey, this student
Yeah.
makes
So
sourdough stuff.
So what does your
and we
students
bought it.
do?
And,
Yeah.
yeah, I guess I'll.
What am I?
Why does it always have to be my student?
Yeah, I was thinking, what is something I'm into right now? And I was going
Yeah.
to start advertising that.
I don't know.
Okay.
Hmm.
Well, we're gonna think about
Yeah,
that,
we'll think about it.
and we'll think about what animals we're gonna be.
Yes, please. You guys have 60 days.
You too.
I've been thinking. I
All
think
right.
I have an answer.
You've already been thinking
Yes.
for shrink wrap instead of listening. All right. Today's topic comes from a super fan
Yes.
listener that we all know. Well, do you know Sabrina? You know
Not-
Sabrina
not
because you went to grad
personally,
school
yeah.
together,
Mm-hmm.
No.
and
You know her.
Mm-hmm. You go way back.
Way back.
yeah, we go pretty far back.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right.
So she had sent in a question. Do I have to do it all?
Yeah.
I thought
Oh
it
my
was Liz's
goodness.
question. Wasn't
no,
Liz?
it's a
I think
commu-
it's- I
a
think Liz
communal
should-
question.
I think
mean,
it should be Liz's. It's her area.
Yeah.
Yeah, but I'm not good at explaining things.
Mm.
As I'm gonna go speak at Barry's class tomorrow.
Yeah.
Oh my gosh. I'm not good at explaining things. I'm just going to.
Yeah, but I know how to talk about DID, and
Oh,
hopefully your students just like ask
Right.
questions and I can answer. But
I think you'll have a great time.
I'll
The last
figure it
time
out.
I spoke at FIU, I had a great time. It'll be
Okay.
fun.
So the question is, I guess I'll look it up.
I guess it's your turn.
it's
it is your turn.
It's from
is?
Sabrina. Next week I'm going. I have a
Wait.
topic for you two that
Oh no.
This-
I'm scared.
Trying to
I'm
tear us
trying to
down.
yeah,
Oh jeez.
I'm
You
trying
can
to
try all you
I'm
want.
trying to get the numbers up, the listening numbers
Oh.
up.
Okay.
I have a topic that will interest everyone.
Mm.
Mm.
It's a real-
So Sabrina, question: how do you know when you've healed from trauma? If you're triggered, does that mean there's still work to do? That's Sabrina's question.
Well, I think that just because you're triggered doesn't mean that you haven't healed.
right.
I think it depends on what you do with feeling triggered.
Yeah, I think some things that happen to us are never not going to bother us, but that doesn't mean you're not healed from it, or it doesn't mean it has the same weight that maybe it once did when it first had happened or when you had first processed it.
I also saw something that I really liked that said triggers are information, not failure.
What I always tell my clients when we're first talking about triggers is you need to think of yourself like a thermometer. You have to start recognizing when the temperature is rising and why. And I usually like do a thermometer with my clients. I try to write down what are the things at the bottom that you see trigger you, and then because once you get to the top, that's the point of no return. Once you're at no return, nothing somebody says to you is going to calm you down. No breathing is going to calm you down when you're so heightened and when you're so triggered. But once you start recognizing what are those triggers when you're at your lower part of the thermometer, that's how you can recognize and actually do the coping skills. You can't do the coping skills where you're at the point of no return.
That's very similar to anger management. I worked at a treatment center where they made me the anger management
I love that for you.
workshop person. I know. I think some
Any particular reason?
the other guy got mad and quit. The other anger management guy got pissed off and quit. And they were like, who can fill these shoes? Barry. I don't think it's because I am an angry person.
No,
I think, but I do think some clients were glad that I did anger management because they're like, you look like you've had an anger,
right?
Like you could be an angry person, so it's good you're teaching us,
right?
But we used to do that. Like it was a scale of 1 to 10. It was shaped like a thermometer. You know, they had to identify like what are the thoughts, feelings, behaviors at level 3, at level 5? What's your point of no return? Because I agree, like once you cross a certain point, you're not going to be able to apply any coping strategies.
You're not going to like do some box breathing and then be like, oh, I'm good.
So the goal is to catch it early and use your coping strategies then. So very similar to what you're saying about being triggered post-traumatic wise. And I think triggers, like maybe we should just define that. I know it's a word that's thrown around a lot. Like it's something that, you know, how would you define it? Like dysregulate?
Yeah, like I feel like it's something that causes an emotional and physical like reaction from you.
Yeah. Like in drug and alcohol, we talk about triggers all the time, and it's something that leads to you thinking about using substances.
Right.
So it would be something that like creates a response in you that could be harmful.
Right.
Yeah.
Or thinking about.
I think that's a good definition.
I agree. Make you like go back to think about that event that obviously caused you emotional distress.
In trauma.
Right.
Right.
We were on a cruise over the weekend and we went with Joe's brother and my sister-in-law. And there was a section on the cruise that was called The Lawn. And it was like in one of like the top floors, like at the top of the cruise ship, it had grass up there. And it was a lawn and you could like sit on the grass, have a picnic, I guess. I don't know. They had a restaurant attached to it. And Joe's brother got really triggered and he said it. And he was like, can we get out of here? He's like, I don't like this place. Like, can we get, like, let's go somewhere else. And he's like, oh my God, that lawn like really triggered me. And he was like visibly upset about this lawn on
because
the
he wanted
ship.
to mow it or what? Like,
right. I'm like, where are we going with this?
We were all like like laughing about it. Like we thought it was so funny. But it made me think as a therapist, obviously, that there was something about grass on a cruise ship.
Wait, but you didn't ask him? You didn't
well, I didn't want it to be like a therapy session. They kind of make fun of me anyways because I could do that out of like anything. So I was trying not to. But
what happened to Sienna's response that you solve all the problems? You're the solution focused therapist.
I have been in therapy now for quite some time
to not be
trying
the fixer.
not to be the fixer of all problems.
Okay.
And I'm very proud of myself.
All right. My bad. So we don't know why he was triggered.
No.
All our listeners right now.
And I like text Laz and be like, what's going on with the lawn?
It could be part of our shrink wrap for next episode.
Time. I think it should be.
I think so.
But
that'll get him the tune back in.
He was triggered by the lawn. I just thought like, I mean, you know me, I love psychodynamic work. So I fantasized about maybe something horrible happened to him with grass when he was younger.
She used the word, like the sentence, fantasize, and maybe something horrible happened to him with grass.
Right. Well, your family doesn't listen, so there's no
Right,
risk of
that's
like,
true.
why would you want something horrible to happen? I wish Stephanie's plane goes down on the way to Japan. Like,
Oh my god!
just out there. I said it to her because she's like, I'm a little nervous about going to Japan. I was like, why are you nervous? I have to fly over the whole ocean. I was like, I hope your plane goes down. Because you're worried about nothing.
Well, she doesn't listen anymore, so I guess we could say these things. This is what happens when you used to be a super fan and now you're not.
I should take people's stickers away.
Oh yeah, we should.
Should be like mail back your stickers.
Peel it off. We need to see proof.
But anyways, talking about triggers.
So we need to find
lawn
out for next.
could trigger you.
Right. And we need to know why.
I need
for
to
the
know
next
why,
episode.
Laz.
Like my first thought was like, I don't know if you like. There's an account on Instagram about like father things. Like I just showed up the whole neighborhood by pulling out my grill, which is bigger than everyone else's grill, like that kind of thing. And that's the thing that popped in my head with him was like, did it need to be trimmed? Like, was there a problem where he was like,
he did mention that he was annoyed. He was annoyed that there was grass, and it wasn't like a turf. It was grass. It was grass with dirt under it. Yes.
I think, why ew? I think like if you
it looked nice.
Was it soft?
Pretty.
Like
it was very
soft?
soft
grass.
grass.
Yeah, that's soft. You don't get it much down here in Florida.
No,
but
it was special.
There's
grass.
a couple areas where they must have shipped it in my neighborhood, and there's like little areas of really soft grass. Like if you had that everywhere, that would be nice to like lay in and chill.
I wanted to sit there and have like a picnic. Like, yeah, I wanted a cheese board.
But what you were saying, I'm sorry. You were saying
what is this episode?
Yeah, we're off.
No, we are talking about triggers.
Okay.
And he did mention that it was a little upsetting for him that there may or may not be a lawnmower somewhere on the cruise ship for this grass. And I think I mentioned like, oh, maybe it's not a lawnmower, maybe it's just like a weed eater, and you just like weed eat it or something. But he didn't like it, and I must say, okay, wait, this is where I was going with this. You guys are throwing me off.
I'm sorry.
Okay, where I was going was that he was triggered by this lawn, and he said, we gotta go. I don't like this place. I don't like the lawn. It's triggering me. He said that.
You said all this.
And we were like, okay, cool. I'm not done. I am not done. So then, as we are talking about this now, I thought to myself, oh, he must be healed from whatever trauma happened to him with the lawn, because he knew to say, this lawn is triggering me. Can we leave? He didn't like shut down. He didn't get angry. He didn't yell. He just was a little uncomfortable.
Didn't disassociate.
No, he didn't. He let us know. We all moved on from the lawn, and it was great. So I think that's how you know that you're healed.
So, okay,
great lawn example now that it came. Yes.
Yeah.
You guys just kept distracting me.
Well, it's pretty funny. Like, I'm sorry.
I need to know why he was triggered about the lawn.
We're gonna find out.
But I'm glad you brought it back, because
Thank you.
Like that is the answer,
right?
Your answer to Sabrina's question,
yes.
Right? Like he was triggered,
Mm-hmm.
but he handled it appropriately.
Mm-hmm.
So even though he was triggered,
right,
he's still healed. That's your answer.
That's my answer.
I agree.
Right.
Yeah,
and you agree,
because
it's gonna be a short episode,
as per usual.
Right.
I just had to throw it in there.
But it's true. Like,
Liz is agreeable.
Shut up. I can't
God forbid she disagrees with you.
For real, I got yelled at or something. But no, like I've said this like multiple times, or I mean, I've said it to you guys. Like for me, if I have to walk into a children's hospital, it always brings up some kind of feelings. But this last time that my son had surgery last Tuesday was probably the first time that I was like, it's okay. Like, I'm in here. I don't need, I don't have to relive like experiences that I had with my daughter. I was like, this is a completely different situation. And we're going home.
A+.
So I think also like being able to talk yourself through it rationally and understanding that they're different situations too.
Yeah, being able to separate it.
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, separate it from the trauma.
I want to ask a question about trauma and EMDR, right? So you and I both do EMDR.
Yes.
Do you do EMDR, Mel?
Casually.
EMDR is it's a modality, and you can be trained in modalities.
Right.
I am trained in a lot of things. Am I certified? No. I'm a certified addiction counselor, and I'm only a certified addiction counselor because I got it before I became a licensed therapist. If I had been a licensed therapist, I probably would have just done drug and alcohol treatment and never got certified.
Right.
Okay. But EMDR is a certain modality. You should probably have some training.
Absolutely.
Okay.
Absolutely.
Yep.
All right.
Agreed.
So you and I are both trained.
Yes.
Somebody I know that's certified that was kind of a major advocate of it, told me to go get trained. I'm not a huge fan. Like, I think it works, but I know when I do it, I feel like I'm not earning my money, honestly. Like I'm working an app.
About that.
I'm working an app most of the session, right? Like there was some preliminary stuff. Maybe there's some after stuff, but for the most part, I'm working an app.
Sitting there. Yeah.
You know?
Yep.
I don't feel like I feel much more engaged with someone when we're having therapy. But anyhow, the person that advocated it felt that it resolved trauma. Like what we're talking about, and the only note I have, which I'll say now about to answer Sabrina's question, my feeling, my philosophy with therapy in general is the goal is to reduce the frequency and intensity of whatever the issue is. So, right. Reduce the frequency and the intensity. And when you feel it's reduced enough for you, you're done therapy. Right. Not to completely resolve it. If you suffer with depression, you will always, in my opinion, be at risk of relapse into depression. If you have anxiety and we work on your anxiety and you're feeling great, you're always at the risk of relapse into anxiety. Trauma, that's what we're talking about. You're triggered by grass. You're going to always be at the risk of being triggered by grass, right? Like there could be something. So, but this person that's very into EMDR said it resolves the trauma. Like basically it's resolved. Like it's not going to affect you anymore. And I guess I'm asking you guys, especially you, Liz, because you're EMDR trained.
I don't know how I feel about that entirely. Like that just feels like such a loaded statement, like that anything could be 100% resolved. And I don't think some things can be 100% resolved.
I think I've said this before, but I feel like you're healed, or maybe it wasn't the question like something about healed.
I do like
healed was the wording.
Word resolution better than healed, though, I will say.
What I was thinking that I think I've said before is that you don't heal because your past stops affecting you. Like I think you're healed when it stops controlling you. Like when it stops controlling your behaviors or your reactions, then that's more when you're healed. And I think that EMDR does help you do that. Like I think EMDR helps you feel more in control of your reactions to certain things. Well, like it's still going to bother you.
Yeah, because the whole point of EMDR also is to dial down the intensity of a certain specific memory or traumatic event. So when obviously something doesn't have the same emotional intensity, you can find resolution from it.
Okay.
So
you can. Like, I mean, bottom line is, I think this is what EMDR, like, let's say you have a phobia. Like now you don't have the phobia anymore. It's resolved, right? Like,
yes, I think it's
using EMDR for a phobia, let's say. I guess the way I would answer, if we're going back to Sabrina's question, is you don't need complete resolution
Mhm.
Right.
to be
Mhm.
healed,
Yes, I agree.
right? But it is a possibility.
Mm-hmm.
Right. It's a possibility that
Yeah.
thing will not be a trigger anymore. Right.
Yeah, I mean, I guess if I even go back to even what I just said, I did not feel this time that the hospital was a trigger to me, and
Like at all.
at all. And now when I did think that when I was like in the waiting room, that I almost was waiting for something to like trigger me, and even sometimes even that anticipatory anxiety causes you to be more anxious, and I wasn't. Like
Mhm.
I was like, this is fine. I know what floor to go to. Like it was almost like I know my way around here.
Wow.
But I did not feel
Anything.
I did
Like-
not feel anything.
Did you do any EMDR on that?
On the hospitals?
Mhm.
Yes, I did. When Grayson was getting an MRI.
Oh.
Because I remember that was closer to when like more of like the other like
Mhm.
traumatic event.
Mhm,
So
mhm.
I was very like, oh no, I'm gonna walk into this hospital and I'm gonna like freak out.
Look at you walking around a hospital all healed.
Right. So I guess fine. Like I did do EMDR specifically on Joe DiMaggio Children's Hospital. Like,
Yeah.
I guess it did work.
No, it does work. I definitely believe that it works wholeheartedly.
Because no,
I mean, there's proof that it works, you know.
Right. It's very empirically like when
Yeah.
I
I
talk
think it's
about
like
it in
88%.
class. Oh, I don't
success
know.
rate?
I don't know the success rate.
Mm.
Or
That's-
80, 85.
Wow.
That's the correct number.
That is a high success rate.
Yes.
It's great.
It's an 85.
I gotta stop like being
Putting it down.
Hating it on it.
Yeah, put like hating on it.
But you know what? I
because
do
it's
the
me.
same.
Like,
It's me. I do
it's
this.
like I like engaging with my clients, and I feel like
You like the chit chat.
it's not just
No, I
like I
know,
like
I know.
being curious. I
Right,
like
right.
trying to figure out
yeah.
the puzzle. Like I
Mhm.
see my clients as a puzzle. I say that all the time. Like,
Right.
and I got to try to help them figure out the puzzle, right? So
Yeah.
I like that.
Mm-hmm.
And to just be like, did anything come up for you?
Yeah.
Like,
Are you good
it
now?
annoys
Yeah.
me.
Mhm.
You know, what is
Yeah.
your level of
Tolerance, distress.
distress?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But yeah, I guess I really hadn't thought about it. And I can be like an EMDR hater, but not that I think it does work, obviously.
Right,
I'm
it
literally
works.
saying it worked for
Mhm.
me. But for some reason, I don't know, I guess I do feel some resistance towards it as a therapist because I'm like,
Right.
what am I are we
Right,
like,
because I think part of my issue is I spent all these years in school.
Right.
I learned all of this stuff
right.
to do the EMDR training I went to was 40 hours,
Mhm, mhm.
right? I get it. Like, I think a lot of the preliminary stuff is just cover your ass safety stuff.
Yeah.
Right.
Okay.
Mhm.
Yeah.
So I'm not fond of that in the field to begin with,
Mhm.
of
Right.
the kind of cover your ass stuff. And then the rest is very structured.
Yeah.
There isn't a lot of conversation. It's a lot of, like, I don't mind sitting quietly. I sit quietly a lot, but not in a therapy session. Like,
Mhm,
Right.
mhm.
you know what I mean? I don't know. Yeah. It definitely works. I've seen it work.
Mhm.
I've done it with people. They love it. I have had a few people that are like, I don't know
Me
if this
too.
is working
Mhm.
for me.
Mhm.
But yeah, I don't know.
Yeah. I've had a few people being like, I don't want to do that.
I feel like this
And that's
episode
fine.
has been more about EMDR than
Well, it has to do
than
with
the
trauma.
question.
I
For
mean,
sure. It's
but
the,
it has
it's the number one treatment for
trauma.
PTSD.
Mhm.
Yeah.
Mhm.
PTSD being post-traumatic stress disorder.
right.
Yeah.
When I brought up this topic, I think Liz, you, or maybe
Me.
it was you, Mel,
Yeah.
you said we've already kind of covered this.
Mm-hmm.
We covered it a little bit in the episode of
It was a relationship one.
it was about
you have to be healed before you're in a relationship.
Right.
before going into another relationship.
Yeah. So we have talked about
Right.
this in general a little bit.
What do you
There-
guys think of the big T trauma, little T trauma debate? If there is a debate, like, is that how you differentiate it?
No, I
You
don't.
just
No, I
call
don't.
anything trauma?
Yeah. I don't. Yeah.
I've kind of gone for the big T, little
Have
T.
you?
Yeah, because I think people with TikTok, we were talking about this in my class last night, the benefits and the drawbacks of like
Mhm.
social media diagnostic stuff.
Mhm.
And
Yeah.
one of the pros is definitely the decrease in stigma.
Right.
But the cons is everybody's diagnosing themselves with everything. And I think PTSD is another one. Like, people talk about triggers all the time now.
Oh, I'm sure.
They talk about trauma, and PTSD is like loss of life or limb. You know what I mean? Like, your life was or sexual assault.
Right.
Like, these
It's
are
a
really
big
heavy
thing.
duty things. Right. And, I broke up with you. That's not traumatizing.
No.
It sucks. Or you broke up with me. I'm not traumatized, right?
Right.
Like, that would be little t trauma. That's kind of why I've started differentiating, because I'm not going to say you don't have trauma. I don't want to, I feel I'm not in a position anymore to tell people they don't have trauma, right? So if they're considering their parents' breakup trauma, then I'm not the one to say it's not trauma, but I am going to say it's not PTSD.
No.
Right.
And I get triggered even when people say, oh my God, like, I dissociated. And it's because I work with DID, and yes, to some degree, dissociations on a continuum. Like, sure, daydreaming is considered dissociating.
Yeah, but at the
low
end,
it's like, when you like when you drive your car and you're like, oh wait, how did I get home? Like, yes, you
you were lost in thought.
That's
a type of disassociation. But
that's like the derealization, but it's not just and because of like the media, I feel like, or TikTok, people say like, oh, I was dissociating or and all the time. Like,
I mean, this kind of goes into, are we over pathologizing normal reactions?
Absolutely, 100%. And I think that's what annoys me. Like, and that's what I meant. Like, I think I'm sure your class will be like, I'm dissociating, and you're like, no, you're just looking at the
I told them last night that I'm sorry they don't have autism. Because everybody wants to be neurodivergent and autistic right now.
That's actually true.
And I keep seeing it. Like, literally, clients I've known for years are coming and they're like, I saw TikTok, I might have autism.
Oh my God. And I'm like, because
I didn't miss it. I've known you for 5 years. I would have caught it, I think.
You know what I always tell people? Because you are questioning if you have autism, you don't have autism. Like, because you came with that train of thought.
That's why... I know it sounded weird the way I said it to my class, but I was literally saying that and even some of them said that they feel some diagnoses are being romanticized.
Yeah.
Including borderline personality. Somebody in class. And I was like, that is not a diagnosis that anyone should be romanticizing. That is a horrible... we were talking earlier to Eleni, who owns Prosimi, who now we're never going to have again.
Yeah, never going to see her ever again.
Right. We were talking to her about something like that, right? That borderline personality disorder is probably complex trauma.
Yeah.
Because often the people with borderline have been traumatized multiple times throughout their life.
Right.
It's not like they choose this, you know?
No,
They've been traumatized and traumatized most times.
This
sexual
is chronic.
abuse.
This is chronic.
Repeated sexual abuse often. I'm not saying always.
No,
there's other ways to get it.
Physical too.
Yeah, physical abuse. These are people that have...
Cults.
Yeah, been in...
Yeah,
yes.
it's usually from abandonment, feelings of
severe abandonment. Not like mommy and daddy got divorced abuse, and now you 50% of the time you're with someone.
Right, we're all talking over you.
We're passionate.
Super passionate. Because how could you romanticize that, right? I don't know how you romanticize autism, honestly.
It's a developmental disorder.
Yeah,
also, it's a...
But it feels that way currently. And I think your question, are we over pathologizing normal behavior? My first answer is even things that we're not even talking about right now, but normal things. I think half of my job is normalizing people's behavior.
Yeah.
This isn't as sick as you think it is.
Yes.
You know what I mean?
agree with you.
Yeah.
And I had something to say and I think I just lost my train of thought. Oh, with the whole romanticizing PD and these extreme chronic disorders, people think I can save them. I can help them. No. People need to go to therapy. People need professional help. There is nothing, even not to say there's nothing you can do, But even a therapist can't save you. Like, I can't save you, or I can't
I think that was important. That's what, like, I was going to say that, like, not only can the average Joe probably not save them, right? We're not saving them,
right? Or fixing you. Like, that's not happening, you know. And I think,
like, we're helping. It's a puzzle, and we're trying to help them figure it out. And sometimes we help. I was showing a graph in class last night about the factors in therapy that work, and like technique is like 15%. The relationship is huge. Therapist factors are huge. Like, I think, to me, I attributed that almost to the relationship, like how I click with you. Right. Is, and then client. Like, if you put those three things together, that's like 60% of what works in therapy, probably.
And I tell my clients that, like, we can talk for an hour, we can go through things for an hour and figure it out. But if you walk out of my door and either like you don't implement anything or nothing really stuck with you, like, this is 1 hour normally a week. Like, what, at best twice a week?
Right. It's
sometimes.
Practicing in between the sessions. It's doing the things. Yeah. That's what's going to work. Yeah.
Are we all calming down now? We all got
I'm looking through my notes
riled up.
If there's anything else I wanted to
Well,
add.
I think that's a hot topic, because people might watch this, you know, podcast or any podcast. I mean, podcasts are a little better because usually it's somebody with some knowledge, right? Not just a TikTok person, that, you know, anecdotal evidence. Like, we've quoted research at least a little bit. You have 85% success rate of EMDR, and, you know, we've talked about diagnostic criteria, you know. I feel like it's a hot topic, and that's why we all got wound up about it. And we're all seeing it. Like, we're seeing it on social media. We're seeing it in our offices
all the time.
You know, I think people are pathologizing themselves too much.
I agree with that also. I think somebody will even try to walk in with a diagnosis, and I'm like, wait, why? I actually, this is a funny story, sort of. Years ago, maybe like 4 years ago, I was seeing more teenagers. Like, now I really don't. Now I pretty much just see like DID or PTSD. And I had a teenager come in with her laptop. I can't even make this up. Opened her laptop and said, "I'm going to give you a presentation on why, I swear to God, why I believe I have ADHD." I said, okay. She went through this whole presentation and she goes, "So I have ADHD, right?" And I was like, nope. I was like, no, you don't, actually. Like, and she...
I would have been like, when did you start this presentation? Like, if it's been in the last few days, you definitely don't.
Right.
I'm just kidding.
For real.
But for real, I might have said something along like those lines that I was like, you sat down here, you presented to me, you made this presentation, you thought about this, like, like you thought like, I'm gonna walk into therapy and like, this is what I'm gonna show my therapist. I was like, you don't have ADHD. Right. Like, maybe you're just anxious. But yeah, she walked in there ready. I need a diagnosis.
Well, I feel like we've talked about that you could be healed and still be triggered by something. But I think we should maybe mention the things that mean that you are not healed and you still need to work on yourself.
Excellent. No, that's excellent.
I know, I agree.
Right.
That's good. Yeah. Right.
Good stuff.
Yeah. So
what do you got?
Destructive patterns. Maybe if you keep engaging in some destructive patterns.
Yeah.
Maybe excessive drinking, like feeling at the end of the day like you need a glass of wine or two to
over-relying
to cope
on one particular coping strategy.
because something upset you.
Emotional dysregulation. Like, if I'm dysregulated, I don't know if we need to define that for the listener, but like I don't feel like I'm in control of my own emotions. I can't calm down. I think that would be an indicator maybe I need to seek help.
Right. And it's still affecting your daily life, or it's still affecting your emotions, that you cannot do the things that you enjoy or that you want to do, and it's very consuming.
Yeah. I think another one that's really big is when you feel like the trauma identifies you. Like, it's such a big part of everything you do
in
life. Like, it's part of your identity.
you see that as an indicator you might want to work on it.
Yeah. I mean, this comes to mind because I see it particularly with the clients I've had that are diagnosed with BPD, where it's their whole identity.
That they have BPD?
The part that's their identity is the trauma that,
the trauma.
that later led to the BPD.
Right. The victim, kind of, they take a victim stance.
Yeah, that
Okay.
victim mentality.
Right.
For sure. Yeah. But not just with BPD. Like, I feel like I've seen it often where whether it's a little t or a big T, they feel like it's part of their identity. I think that definitely means you need to keep working on it.
But you mean in a victim way rather than a...
Not even in a victim way.
Yeah, not even. But I understand what you mean. I think when it is so consuming and it's your identity and you...
But I think if you make it a positive identity, like I'm a survivor,
right?
Of something,
I think more as a negative.
Yeah,
I
don't think that's a problem.
No. For me, a little T trauma, getting a divorce, I used that to my benefit, where I specialized in infidelity and divorce and all that. So, like, I think if it's like that, it could look more healed.
Right. That's called post-traumatic growth.
Right.
Like when something happens and we make use of it to make ourselves better people and to help others.
Yes.
Yeah. Post-traumatic growth.
Yeah. But when we're using it more in a negative
identity.
Yeah.
Right. Like I'm this way because of that. I'm this way. Okay. Because when you said make it their identity, I thought more of the positive. Sorry.
No, more in the negative way.
Like recovering people, like they'll identify as recovering people. The rest, like that's their identity. For some people, that's their identity. They bring it up all the time. That,
No, but not in that way.
Right. Okay.
No, not like that. That would be good.
That would be good.
That would be positive. That's a positive identity. Yes.
The other one I wrote down is emotional numbness, like when you feel more numb to certain emotions.
Yeah, that's a good one.
Because I feel like that could be confused with like, oh, I'm fine because,
I'm the Buddha.
Yeah.
I have no, like, I'm not emotionally, you cannot affect me.
Right.
Yeah, that's generally considered negative. Right.
Exactly. Yeah. Those are the ones that I came up with.
Very good.
I think that's great.
Thank you.
Since we talked about triggers a lot and we talked about emotional regulation a lot, what do you guys like? Do you have any helpful hints for emotional regulation? Like when you said before they get too high, right? Apply your coping strategies.
Right.
What are some coping strategies you would give people?
Grounding. I think.
I was going to say, I always go to mindfulness.
Me too. Mindfulness.
Which I know you love.
Yeah. Yes, I do.
But that's always my go-to for any emotional.
When you say grounding, what do you mean? Because I've heard people use that different ways. Like some people mean take off your shoes and go walk in the grass, which could be triggering for other people.
Right. Yes. Well, I think like the first one that comes to mind is like 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Right.
5 things you see.
Yeah, that's a mindfulness thing.
Right.
I love that one.
I like me too.
Right. 5 things you see. Go ahead, do it.
5 things you see, 4 things you hear, 3 things you feel, 2 things you smell and 1 you taste. Yeah.
Very good. Excellent.
Yeah, good job.
Sometimes I have problems remembering.
I would have
like
never
the 5
been able.
Seeing, I know, but then I'm like
the 2. I always when I get down to 2 and 1 because I know it's the ones that it's like a little harder.
Even 3 is kind of hard. 3 things
you feel. Well, not really. Like my jeans.
Guess, yeah. Oh, my ass is in the seat. My feet are on the floor. Sure. Yeah, it's not so bad. Good stuff.
Yeah.
Grounding. I think breathing.
I love
breathing. Like box breathing.
I sound very cliche when I say it, but I'm always telling my kids to breathe.
Yeah.
Me too.
So box breathing, for those that don't know, is inhaling for a certain number. Like let's just use
7.
I think you can use whatever number you're comfortable with.
Oh.
Like but
I think it's inhale for 7, exhale for 4, 7, 4. Isn't it a number like that? No, it's the same numbers.
Yeah, it's the same number.
Does it make a box?
It's holding it.
It's not a rectangle.
So you inhale for 5, let's say, and then you hold that for 5, and then you breathe out for 5, and you like don't breathe in again for 5, and then you breathe in for 5, like box.
I think Joe taught me that it's 4, but
it's any number you're comfortable with.
Maybe that's just what he does.
Maybe I just like the number 7.
Yeah.
That's why I thought that.
So it's just doing it like
Gonna
whatever,
get lightheaded.
like whatever count is comfortable for you. We count at different paces, whatever. You just count it and then you count the same amount. You just keep counting the same way. So that's box breathing. I've been hearing a lot about the physiological sigh for like 2 years, where you take a deep breath in and then you breathe in a little bit more. Like it's really hard. Like you go like that little extra, and then you breathe out really slowly. It's called the physiological sigh. And it, like if you do that a few times, it brings you down pretty quickly. What else besides breathing and grounding?
Oh,
and
I taught
mindfulness?
Joe one time to take a cold shower.
I would hate that.
Well, like you're not supposed to like go into the shower like ice cold. I mean, I guess you could if you want to, but the way that I read about it was like you're taking a shower and then you could just put
Like
it
lower
really
the temperature
cold
at the end.
Yeah, at the end.
Yeah. Or you could just get into it really cold.
You
I mean,
can.
people do cold
the cold
plunges.
and
Yeah.
the shower's nowhere near a cold
I just
plunge.
can't. Like I can't do it
Yeah,
that way. It
it's
makes
can't
me
do it
angry.
either.
Yeah.
But I think anything that helps you reset. Like I had a client that, like he could, we talked about him resetting when he would get emotionally dysregulated. And for him, like fidgeting with something, like if you had a little puzzle and you just work on the puzzle, it kind of resets you. Taking a nap like helps people reset, if that's a possibility. Like not everybody can take a nap all the time.
Really take a nap.
I think getting out of the situation was one of the things we used to talk about in anger management. Like if I feel I'm escalating, like get out of that situation,
Remove
like take a break
from
like,
the lawn.
and you can almost always do that. Like you can just say, I got to go to the bathroom, and you can just reset in the bathroom if you need to.
Yeah.
Talking to somebody, social support. What else? You guys have any others? I'm throwing things out off the top.
We mentioned
no, those are good
like
ones.
great ones. Yeah.
Okay.
I take a shower in the dark.
I heard that's a real, like, I do that also. I've been doing it, but I have, my toilet has like a light on it. So you, so in the middle of the,
fancy.
Super. It's not that fancy. I'm just saying, like, the seat came with a little light that like reflects into the water. It's like a very soft light. So that when you get up in the middle of the night, you don't have to like flip on the bright lights.
That's nice.
You know what I mean?
I have to like take my flashlight.
Like you can go in and see, and when you get old, you gotta get up at night. Like you can't.
Or you're
hold
pregnant.
Your water.
Yeah.
Or you're pregnant.
Yeah.
Get yourself a toilet seat.
Yeah,
It's
that's a
like,
good idea.
wow.
Yeah.
Love that. Yeah.
So
yeah.
But I was
shower in the
saying,
dark.
I read that somewhere and I started doing that.
I thought I made it up.
Really?
That's not.
No. I never like read it anywhere or saw it anywhere.
No,
I just
I
started
definitely
doing
read
that.
I read it somewhere.
Yeah.
I think besides handling things when you're feeling triggered, there's things you can do to kind of like know I'm going into something that might be triggering and prepare for that.
Yeah.
Like you guys know I quit road rage. I meant to ask Prosimi about that because she also quit. We quit at the same time. Her and I quit the same day.
Wow.
Because she was in a drugs class and they have to give up something and I was giving it up also. And for me, and wouldn't you know it, like a week later after I quit, I haven't been doing it at all. I slip a little bit. Like if somebody really startles me, I'll be like, "What the fuck?" But not at them. Like just like,
just
"Oh, that was scary," right? But I got a client like right after I quit for road rage. Like literally, his wife was like, "You got to go get help. Like you got issues, right?" And sent him to therapy. And I've been working on him with it. And part of it, I think, is when I get in the car, I need to know. Like,
you have to remind yourself.
Be calm. Like, don't be stressed driving because if I'm stressed driving, I'm a lot more likely to do that. Right. So, yeah. Like preparing is what I was saying for any trauma.
Planning ahead. That's like a DBT skill.
Yeah. Like if I'm going into a situation that might be triggering, I need to be prepared. Like, how can I handle this? What am I going to do? Like have a plan.
That's a great one.
Yeah.
Yes. Love that one.
Love it.
And I think also, like when I used to do anger management, we used to talk about exercising because it reduces the chance you'll get that stressed out, right? Like it's emotionally regulating to exercise. It makes you feel better. Getting enough sleep, of course, meditating.
Yes.
There's things that are preventive that I think can be beneficial.
Yeah. That'll make your life better.
Yeah. And therefore you'll be less stressed and then less likely to be triggered.
Wow. Look at us.
Look at us.
So helpful this episode.
Very
I
helpful.
think
If you get through the
whole
initial like
The journey. It was a journey.
it was a journey.
If you get through the animal part.
Yeah.
So if you got this far, you know what I'm talking about.
I think it was a great story. The that animal story, I found it touching. Like these two friends, they were trying to choose
We're gonna
to
do
be
the same in
animals,
2 months.
but they didn't. Like they end up.
Not choosing.
I don't want to say
They end up not dying.
no. Okay, I'm not trying to ruin the story for everyone. What I'm saying is they were trying to pick something where they'd be together.
Oh.
And then it's hard because, like, let's say you and Joe wanted to be together for eternity as turtles or whatever, right?
Lions.
Like,
Yes.
one of you might not want to be a turtle. You get what I'm saying? And they want to be this. And then it's like you two would be debating, like, how are we going to do this?
And that's how we
End the podcast.
That's how we
And that's the end.
That's the end.
Everything ends.
Yeah. Everything.
Everything comes to an end.
Yeah. You guys said it in unison. That was great.
All right.
All right. Well, that's a wrap on today's episode of Therapist Say. I'm your host, Mel.
I'm your other host, Liz.
Barry.
Goodbye.
All right, that's it for today's episode of Therapist Say. Thanks for hanging out. Hopefully you laughed, learned something, or at least realized you're not the only one with issues.
New episodes drop every 2 weeks, so hit follow and don't forget self-care.